Former Chief Minister Kumaraswamy is having an alliance with the BJP. What are his political compulsions and how does it bode well for the party? To answer all these issues, joining with me is Mr. Kumar himself. Sir, thank you for speaking to Times Now. Sir, recently you made a statement that you will not support BJP blindly. You even went on to say that some of the illegal activities of the BJP I will not support. Explain to our viewers what do you mean by that statement?
No, that statement why I told after the alliance with BJP, our Congress friends also, then some political analyzers, they are criticizing about our stand. On that context, actually, one or two times I expressed that you think that by aligning with BJP, whatever mistakes if they do, even for all those things, we are going to stand by them. On that context only, I clarified that the alliance between BJP and JDS to the development of the state. For that we have aligned. Not only that, the way in which Congress government after come to power in Karnataka, from the day one itself, they started to looting the state. For that reason only, we want good governance in Karnataka. In the BJP and our party's alliance, this is the first time. We have run the government in 2006-2007 jointly with BJP. But at that time, not the alliance before before the elections. This time actually, alliance is before the election we decided.
So I'm asking this question, sir, because very interestingly, to Home Minister Amit Shah, who is also considered as a Chanakya of the BJP, you said, you tweeted, not only you are a reincarnation of Joseph Goebbels, you are disgraceful. From that statement to having an alliance, how do you support it?
Yes, that's right. I will agree. Actually, in this country, in the previous years, several developments took place in several states in the country. At that time, what are all the decisions taken by several leaders from other parties as an opposition, we criticized.
Yeah, but you called him, sir, BJP,
no, yes.
Bhutatike party.
Yeah,
a party full of hypocrisies.
No, why I told?
You also called him Amit Shah a political chameleon. You also called him a party of liars.
No, that's right. I will agree. Actually, I don't want to actually run away from that criticism what I have done previously. Now, how you align with them? Actually, the question which you actually put in before me, I will not run away. Why I told previous days, several developments took place. In the public also, the decision taken by some leaders, even for that even Amit Shah ji also, several kind of inquiries also done previous their development
even
in
offered
the
a deputy
state.
CM post
Because of opposition, criticism by the opposition, the stand taken by them, several inquiries also went on. At that time, we would have criticized as an opposition. But what happened afterwards in our legal battle? They have actually come out with clean image.
You're saying that
is the issue.
Yeah. So you come out with clean image.
Yeah.
But sir, you are referring to Amit Shah, to one of the greatest villains of the history, a Nazi, Joseph Goebbels, and now you're saying that you're giving clean sheet to Amit Shah?
Yes, nowadays, after the second term running by the BJP under the leadership of Narendra Modi ji, several positive steps they are taking. In the previous years, before independence also, what has happened in our country, before Mughal ruling the country and after East India Company's issue, several problems we faced. Several issues are there. For that, they wanted to clear all those issues by taking positive steps. For that, actually, we are supporting them.
You mean to say you misunderstood those steps earlier? Now you
because of development at that stage, several kind of write-ups, criticism, even court battles, everything has actually we have seen.
So people of Karnataka wants to know from you, what is the compulsion to join with BJP?
No, this here, our compulsion is only to bring good governance in Karnataka. The government run by the BJP friends previously, before this government came to power, Congress government, 3 years, several mistakes they have done actually. That is not the mistake of central high command. Here some mistakes has actually occurred in Karnataka. But one thing I wanted to actually tell you about the government run by BJP JDS alliance in 2006-2007. Myself and Yadurappa. At that time, people are very much happy. Even now, the government run by us at that time in 2006-2007. Even now, people are happy. They are actually remembering all those the decision taken by BJP JDS combination. For that reason only, for the development of the state and for future, how these Congress friends after coming to power, how they are looting the state. For that, we want to control them.
But isn't Congress your earlier alliance partner?
Yeah, I know. Earlier alliance partner, how they treated me in that 14 months tenure. Before the election, they criticized that we are the B team of BJP. Then they came themselves to our house and they offered to form the government. Even at that time also, my father told him to run the government from their side, but they have forced us to run the government. After giving the power as a chief minister for me, how they treated me in that 14 months, everything I had a bad experience at that time.
Let me draw to attention to one of your tweet again. BJP had a meeting in Hyderabad, Operation Dakshin. And in your tweet you had said, Operation Dakshin is to inject poison into the peaceful society of South India. How do we see it now?
No, actually, the Operation Dakshin means that is not the poisoning of the people.
But your tweet you said that, sir.
Political decisions, on that context I criticize. The political decision and the democratic system, the elected government, the destabilization issues. In that context, actually, I have actually reacted.
You even said
not
that
for the individuals.
you were referring to CT Ravi, you had tweeted on that, saying that indulging in destructive politics of Ravana Rajkiya.
Even now also I advise them. Unnecessarily giving scope for disturbing the communities. It is not necessary. In the name of the development, in the name of several problems facing by the communities, we have to work. By pressurizing one agenda, it will not going to helpful for anybody, even for them also. Even that advice, even now also I wanted to actually advise them.
So you still say you are not in complete agreement with BJP, tactical support to BJP. You will not support them on illegal activities.
Yes.
But you're saying you will going with them for the development of the Karnataka. You're calling one instance, calling them Ravana Rajkiya. How is it going to be development, sir?
No, just a minute, brother. We had an alliance now. After discussing this alliance with the High Command, with the Honorable Prime Minister and with the Honorable Home Minister and the National President. On that basis only, we have come to an understanding. Here, you also know, everybody also know, the way in which the mistakes they have done. But in the country, everybody feels that Honorable Prime Minister he had the actually the top priority for the development of this country. He is against to the corruption issues. On that context only, we also actually decided to join hand with Narendra Modi ji and to strengthen the vision which he had for the development of the country. For that, we joined hand with the High Command. Here, I told I cautioning them. Even if we come power in future days, if our strength be strong, if we strengthen our position in this state, at that time again we don't want to repeat the several mistakes past. That is why actually I am cautioning them.
So interesting, bring the corruption issue because Basangada Patli Yatnar, the BJP senior leader himself.
That's why, brother,
he
I'm
said
telling
40,000 crores.
That kind of allegations are.
But you came to most to defend of the BJP than the BJP leader themselves.
No, we are fighting against Congress. What Yatnalji told, all those things, different issue. Because personally they had some problem in their party. For that they are criticizing. Now the Congress government is there. If any prima facie in that allegation, which was made by our Yatnal, then Congress, they are free to take any action against that corruption. Why they are kept quiet, Congress? They are not criticizing about all those things. Why they have not taken any
now the question is, sir, why
to
is
control that?
Kumaraswamy defending so much about BJP's corruption than the BJP leader themselves?
No, it is not the question of supporting or actually protecting them. Here, one thing I will tell you, brother. Recently, the person who has given complaint even sent the letter to the Prime Minister also, that Kemparna, Contractor Association President. What he told after this government came to power, Congress. More this government compared to BJP's administration, they are very worst. Here, it was better. He is telling. That's why I am telling. Actually, in the name of the corruption allegation made by these Congress friends, 40% commission, pay Chief Minister, all those things, actually they publicized and they came to power. After came to power in Karnataka, what these people are doing? For that, actually, I am actually fighting against the Congress.
So Congress is making a very scathing attack since the alliance that JDI should shed the S in the party symbol, remove the secular tag. In fact, let me draw your attention to your own Vice President of the party, Mr. Shafiullah, said that the party stood for secularism for more than 30 years and propagated it. Now, as secularism to the voters, but now since it has shed it, that's why he's resigning from the party. What do you have to say to that, sir?
Here, even though we have aligned with BJP, our secular identities, what Devegowdaji in his throughout his life, he has followed. In that actually there is no anything Raji. Now we even compromise. Even now also we are stand for that only. Who are criticizing us about the secular issue, how they are protecting the secular issues? What is their agenda? How they have protected the secular identities? I put the question to them. Here, that is not important. Several problems we are facing in this country, even in our state. For that actually, how we have to solve all those problems. For that we have to take top priority. We have to implement for that.
Development takes precedence over secularism?
Yeah, definitely. Development work will succeed. That issue will not arise.
So you
once development start, equality will be there. To bring the equality in this country, for that we have to work unitedly. That is important.
So you once said that I don't know what the meaning of secularism is.
Yeah, now also I am telling same word I wanted to repeat. Because when I joined hand with BJP in 2006, I actually expressed.
Do you think there should be new definition of secularism?
Actually, these political leaders who are actually, they are telling that they are the saviors of the secular identity. What is their contribution to save that secular identity? What is their contribution? How they are protecting? Here, the poverty, health, education sector, what we are facing, poor people, irrespective of communities, for that we have to work. So that is my top priority.
So you mean to say that there should be new term for secularism now? New definition of secularism?
No, I am not interested in that, brother. Only thing, my interest, overall development, overall peaceful atmosphere in this country, that we have to bring it.
So many secular forces or progressive intellectuals might differ with your definition and might question you also. There's a large debate happening in the country to direction the country will take, whether it will go secularism or Hindutva. What is your, according to you, is Hindutva?
Brother, here Hindutva means Sarve Jano Sukhino Bhavantu. Hindutva's main agenda is, main thing which actually our Santa Sanatana Dharma is telling that Sarve Jano Sukhino Bhavantu. What is the criticism of Hinduism? Why they are criticizing Hinduism? That is different. Our main,
I'm talking about Hindutva, sir, not Hinduism.
Huh?
I'm talking about Hindutva, sir, not Hinduism.
Yes, Hindutva also, that is their main agenda. In the name of Hindutva only, in the Hinduism, to protect the Hinduism, in the name of Hindutva they are doing. Other people, what they are doing? They are also what the secular issue, who are actually always making that word, secular, we are the protectors. What is their agenda? Secular means to give protection to every community. That is important. What they are doing, they wanted to impress one particular community. For that they are projecting this secularism.
So you mean to say all the opposition parties are indulging in minority appeasement?
Yes, everybody they have their own agenda. Ultimatum for them to all these issues to come to power only, they are raising these issues. How they are protecting the common man? What is their commitment? Even I am asking that some of our friends who are actually they are who are telling that they are the protectors of secularism minorities. What is their contribution for the upliftment of the minorities? What is their contribution?
Were you hurt when
what is their lifestyle? How they are living in this country? For that, actually, what is their contribution to uplift them?
Were you hurt when your Janata Parivar earlier, friends didn't invite you for the India Alliance?
No, that is actually their decision. Why have to be hurted by that decision? That is left to them. They think that we are not we are not any strength. But that they have neglected us.
Sir, recently you attended the Pran Pratishtha consecration ceremony in Ayodhya. But in past, you have questioned BJP about the BRICS, and you also demanded accountability from them.
Yes.
Have you now demanded since you met the Prime Minister?
Even now. No, that is not the Prime Minister issue. Actually, the Ram Pratisthapana Trust, several in this country, several citizens of this country, even from poor people to big, richer persons, they have contributed to the construction of the temple. For that, at that time, I actually demanded, please, what are all the money contribution you are getting? That accountability you have to give it to the public. And that what I told, even now, that is my request only.
Have you got any accountability, sir, since you are part of the alliance?
That is, they have already announced how much they have invested, how much they collected. Everything already, it is in the public domain.
So since yesterday, pujas also started in the basement of a Gyanvapi Masjid. And also there are also, especially from BJP and certain sections of groups aligned with BJP, they're demanding Kashi and Mathura. According to you, what is the solution going forward?
Yesterday's puja that started in Gyanvapi area, that is the direction by the court. Yes. They have given the direction to make any pujas there. On that basis, they are doing. In this country, what happened? Several places in the previous 2000, 3000 years, several people actually, they have entered India. In Mughal Emperor time, they have actually destroyed several temples. That is the issue. Now, several people, they are rising. In that issue, they went to the court. The courts have given the direction On that basis, because judiciary's direction, several development is going on. Even when Portuguese entered India through Goa, there also several problem created. There also same thing is there. Now the people are actually discussing and to get the proper what they are thinking that we have actually let down by attacked by several communities, that we have to set right it. For that they are fighting.
So there is already a worship act. Do you think the BJP should make it clear its stand on that now? Because one hand they say that this temple should be given back for the mosques and begging for
All
mosques.
those things according to our constitution, everybody they have their own rights, all religious. Only on the reality, ground reality, the decision has to be taken by the constitutional officers, institutions.
So on February 5th, the Uttarakhand Assembly is convening to pass the Uniform Civil Code. Along with it, UCC and NRC issues also is coming up. How do you see this, sir?
No, this is going on from last 10-15 years. This uniform, code of uniform, all those things. In the public, actually, several people, they are pressurizing. We require that single code. For that, actually, they are fighting.
But some would say that Kumaraswamy is now speaking the language of BJP.
No, my language is not the BJP's language. My language is the poor man, which the common man facing the problem. On those issues, for their voice, actually, I am raising.
So as far as the matter of caste census is concerned, the Backward Class Commission's report, how do you see this? How do you see that caste census report, sir? Some of the leaders within all the political parties are positive.
What is the you? Ultimately, we will get the benefit from that.
But you asked Siddaramaiah to accept the caste census report.
No, I told, because he is telling, I only rejected to accept that Kantaraju report. Who has come to me? Kantaraju, when he met me, in that report, our member secretary, who is representing by the government, he has signed that report. Without the signing of member secretary, how can I accept it? This is, he doesn't know it, Siddaramaiah. Why is he attacking me? Already he is completing second term 1 year. Why is not accepted that?
He is saying that you didn't accept it.
Only using all those things, he wanted to get the security of the one section. What is his contribution? From 40 years he is in the political mainstream. He has 10 years, 2 terms, he became opposition leader. 7 to 8 years deputy chief minister. Second term now he is chief minister. 14 budget he presented. What is his contribution to those communities?
So one last question. D.K. Shivakumar, while speaking to us before, had said that BJP had several times approached him, even offered him a deputy CM post. Cryptically, he also referred that one senior leader from Congress had met Amit Shah in the airport.
No, several people are there, brother. Several leaders. They are actually knocking the door of Congress. Several leaders.
Sir, if tomorrow D.K. Shivakumar joins BJP, will that be acceptable to you? Another vocal legal leader?
That is not my issue. Going BJP, taking BJP from leaders, that is left to them. Why I have to criticize comments on that? That is left to them.
Last question, sir. You met the Prime Minister, the Home Minister and the party president BJP. What were the deliberations, sir? What was the give and takes? What was...
Only thing here, after
what was Prime Minister's message to you?
No, Prime Minister, I had some good relationship with my father. I had some respect to him also. Because Devegowda's tenure as a Prime Minister in this country for 10 months. He know everything about Devegowda's background. He had some affection towards Devegowda. On that meeting, he also discussed several issues pertaining to the development of the country. We have some cordial relationship with the Honorable Prime Minister.